What's up, y'all? It's your boy Nine Faithful. Hope everyone is having a recovering week. I know everyone can't have a blessed week, but I would like you, thank you for joining me on this episode of Nine Faithful Radio as we're going to kind of go over the season and Sunday's heartbreaking result. The Niners went ahead and lost the Super Bowl, as everybody knows, 20-31. A lot of controversial calls, a lot of confusion on exactly who's to blame. I just hope to bring some clarity to everyone, or at least give my opinions on exactly what I thought. But before we get started today, you can find this show, as a podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play Music, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spreaker, Blueberry, TuneIn, or Castbox. Please make sure to rate, review, and subscribe. It really helps out the show. And also, if you're watching on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and make sure to hit that bell notification button so you can get notified whenever we upload a video. Also, make sure to give the video a thumbs up and comment on what you thought of the show. Also, go ahead and visit NinerFaithfulRadio.com to read all our blogs from Sports Elite, Nothing But Niners, and of course, our own blog that we are starting. We have our very own Jamie, who went ahead and wrote the recap of the Super Bowl heartbreaker that was, of course, available on NinerFaithfulRadio.com. Thank you so much, Jamie, for all your help. You can also shop NinerFaithfulRadioShop.com/shop for officially licensed Niner gear from Shop49ers.com, NFLShop.com, Fanatics.com, Target, eBay, and much more. Go ahead and visit NinerFaithfulRadio.com/shop or like us on Instagram and Facebook at Niner Faithful Radio Shop and Twitter at Niner Faithful RS. Okay. What's up, Jason? How you doing, homie? Good to see you. We'll go ahead and pop it up. Jamie says, hang in there. Of course, Jamie, we're all hanging in there. And of course, she says hi. Hello, Jamie. Everybody say hi to Alicia. She's my future wife over here. She's shaking her head and yelling at me and flipping me off right now. She's totally flipping me the bird. But she just doesn't know it yet, but she's my future wife. It's okay. When I become a millionaire, that's who it's going to be. But she's in studio just hanging out, seeing how I do this show. She was curious and she took your boy out to lunch. So I was like, oh, okay, well, let's go ahead and bring you into my world. But yeah, so I guess the best place to start is man, you know what, y'all, this is a very difficult show for me to do. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really thought that this game was in the bag. We could go, of course, start with the George Kittle OPI, I should say, to end the first half. Essentially, that call was total BS. As far as I know, hand fighting is not against the rules. He had no impact on the play. It was very frustrating to see. Going into the second half, and see, this is why even though, look, it's a fact, they missed several leading with the crown of your helmet calls. The Tavarius Moore defensive pass interference was a joke. I literally don't understand, like, what he's supposed to do. Is he not supposed to jump and try to prevent him from catching the ball? So he's just supposed to stand there and let him catch it. I would love to have that one explained to me. I will be listening to KNBR later today, probably, or sometime tomorrow, to figure out exactly. I know that they have Mike Pereira on every week, and so hopefully we'll be able to discuss. They'll be discussing exactly what was the reasoning for that OPI, and exactly why didn't New York, take a look at it. Um, Now, I have my own personal theories. Honestly, I think the league clearly wanted Kansas City to win that game. It is quite frustrating to have that call. That is a 10-3, 13-10. Okay, let's go ahead and highlight Jason's comment. It was ours and we lost it. I'm pissed at Kyle and the play calling, but time for next season. Jason, the pay call, the calling in the second half, the refereeing in the second half is really what got me. But I'm mostly with you, Jason. The way I look at it is, I will always remember this game as up by 10, less than 8 minutes left in the game. All the non-holding calls on the Chiefs' offensive line. Exactly. The play I'm going to be talking about, you can clearly see. I mean, he's essentially bear hugging. It looks like he's. I mean, I don't know how to really describe it except just bear hugging or freak dancing or something, trying to get a lap dance. But I mean, he's literally grabbing Nick Bosa. It's ridiculous. And that 3rd and 15 play is essentially, to me, where the game. I shouldn't say the game turned, because to me the game turned when we didn't score after Tavarius Moore's interception. I mean, we at least get a field goal. To me, the game's over at that point. But I think that being able to get a stop and forcing us to punt was, we were able to. Hey, Katie, how you doing? Katie says hello. Jason, bro, I was screaming at the holding Bosa on every. Yeah, exactly. They were definitely holding Bosa on every play. And so, to me, the biggest concern I have is, and why I'm ultimately going to put this on the defense. Now, I know the defense essentially did their job, 4 sacks, 2 turnovers of Mahomes, or, well, 2 picks. I mean, and up by 10. Yeah, that's a recipe for a Niners victory. I mean, I pretty much thought that's how we were going to win this game. Exactly how it played out, essentially. That's exactly how I thought we were going to win this game. And that's what frustrated me the most is it played right into our hands and we still lost. But to me, that was the biggest one. The non roughing the passer, or unnecessary roughness, however you want to call it, on Jimmy near the sideline, that was ticky tack. I'm going to go ahead and give the referees a pass on that one, because I remember when Jaquaski Tart, or was it Jimmy? I believe it was Jimmy Ward, got a penalty like that in Baltimore on Lamar Jackson. And they went ahead and picked up the flag and said that the contact was made inbounds, and therefore it wasn't unnecessary roughness or roughing the passer, whatever you want to call it. So I'm okay with them not calling that one. If you want to say, hey, look, the contact was made inbounds, okay, I'll give you that one. But the one on George Kittle was total BS. Matthews clearly hit him out of bounds, and it should have been a little 15-yarder. But with all that said, 3rd and 15, less than 8 minutes left in the game. We need to get off the field, and we need to win that game. That's a game that we need to win. That's why I'm putting on the defense, because like I said earlier in my post that I made on Facebook, and of course shared the Niner Faithful Radio's Facebook page, the defense's job doesn't change regardless of what the offense is doing. I don't care if the offense went 3 and out every possession of the second half. Your job as a defense is to stop them and get the freaking off the field. I try really hard not to cuss right there, y'all. Try to get the hell off the field. And I'm sorry, but Sherm, The way that they called it on KBR was that they did believe that Sherm was supposed to have help over the top. Yeah, of course, Jason. It is a breakdown on all sides. And I'm not trying to say that the offenses got clear and the reason we lost this football game. The offense is responsible as the defense. I'm just saying defensively, what was the strength of this Niner team was defense. You gotta get off the field there, bruh. I mean, 3rd and 15, I understand Bosa was being held. That should have been a holding penalty. But you know what? There was three other people on the line that could have gone to get that done. And so, where was Eric Armstead? Where was D Ford? I mean, yeah, I know D Ford played well in the first half, but we're paging D Ford, paging Solomon Thomas, Mister. I'm just going to jump off sides. And so, ultimately, now that's kind of the overall who I put the game on. I do think that defensively, we should have got off the field there. Now, realistically, could we have hoped to hold the Chiefs offense to less than 31 points, 28 points? I mean, do we really think we're going to hold them to 10 points the whole game? No. I personally think we should at least. The defense struggled hard in the fourth quarter, probably were gassed. That is a very valid point, Jamie, because I believe what were the first half plays were something ridiculous like 37-19 or something like that in favor of the Chiefs in the first half. Or at some point into the third quarter, it was like 55-19 or some crazy amount of plays that were the discrepancy, and that clearly did play a factor. But Sherm, you can't let him get behind you like that, brother. I mean, you. I don't care if you grab him and pull him down. You got to do something. You can't let Sammy Watkins get behind you like that. I mean, that was the most frustrating part to me. You now, even after they went and took the lead 24-20, I wasn't tripping. I mean, of course, I got butterflies and nervousness and everything, but I wasn't tripping because I was like, bro, that's plenty of time for us to go and score. So this is why I don't put the blame on Shanahan. Now, you could, of course, say, why did he throw the ball on 2nd and 5? I personally thought the same thing. Nope, can't let those Chiefs receivers get behind them. That's their strength. Exactly. So that I will give you that. Kyle shouldn't have passed it on 2nd and 5. I think he thought that they were going to get the completion right there. And it was clear that the Chiefs went into the second half with the plan to stop the run. This is why I absorb Kyle Shanahan from the main blame of this loss is he dialed up the winning play. That was the game-winning touchdown to Emmanuel Sanders with, I want to say, a minute something left. Shanahan dialed up the game-winning play. It was open. He was wide open. Jimmy just overthrew it. Now, that's why I absolve the sole blame strictly on Shanahan. Because Jimmy G. Cool doesn't overthrow Emmanuel Sanders, we're having a way different conversation today. Matter of fact, we're probably not having this conversation today. We're probably having it tomorrow at the parade. Now, Jimmy. Whew. Y'all know I'm a huge Jimmy G. Cool fan. Jimmy is our king. He will win us our 6th ring. I really do believe that. I don't want to say Jimmy's the reason we lost this game. I think there are many factors into it. I just listed the main ones. And I hate to put one season, one thought, and how I feel about him as a quarterback and how I felt about his season coming down to one pass. especially when, from everything that I've heard, Jimmy was hitting all his deep balls in practice. You gotta make that play, bruh. I mean, I'm not saying that he can't get it done. I'm not saying that Jimmy Garoppolo, as I've heard, some people say. But I will say, Jimmy, you got to make that. You got to make that play, brother. That's why you're the quarterback. That's why they pay you the big bucks. That's why you're the franchise man. That's why the all the Super Bowl hype pictures and videos and all that were you and Patrick Mahomes, because you got to come down with that play. I know we're all suffering. I know that we're all upset. Lisa's over here making faces at me, trying to get me to laugh. Sitting there looking all cute. Aww. I'm just kidding. But I will say, if this loss is enough to get you to abandon the team, then fuck you. You're a fake fool. I'm just as heartbroken and just as upset as the next man. In my feelings, numb, upset. I personally am quite pissed that the team went out and partied the night after the Super Bowl, and enjoyed. Oh, we wanted to enjoy the rest of the. Kyle Shanahan said he thought the team deserved to enjoy the rest of the time in Miami, and he was proud of them. Nah, that's loser talk, bro. Show me it. Eddie D said it famously. You want to put up quotes by Bill Walsh and Eddie D, and you want to type into the Niners past, and let's be honest here. Let's have a real serious conversation. You think if the Niners lost Super Bowl 23 or Super Bowl 29, we'll just say Super Bowl 23 because Bill was still on the team then. You think Bill would have had them go out to a party after? You think Eddie D is real pleased that the team is out partying after they lost the Super Bowl? I'm just saying. That's just my personal take on it. As a starting QB, Jimmy is still young. Yes, he screwed up big time, but he's either going to get better for mistakes or we'll let him define him. Jamie, I could have not said it perfectly, love. I mean, yeah, he's 28 years old, so we don't want to really think of him as young, but this is only his 26th start. So he's definitely young. And I'll put it to you this way. If Jimmy G Cool was a stock, would you be selling or would you be buying right now? Me personally, I would be buying. Not only because you buy low, sell high, but also because I think his best football is in front of him and not behind him. Yeah, great point. Jimmy needs to work on his deep throwing. Also, his ACL did not do well against pressure like he did in 2017. I'm not stressing about it yet. It's only one season. Oh, sorry, that was Jason who said about as a starting QB, he's still young. And Jamie said this last comment. Sorry about that, y'all. But, of course, perfect points, Jamie and Jason, of course. I'm buying that Jimmy G Cool stock as a starting QB. Now, this is my question to all the people that want to say that we need to cut ties with Jimmy G Cool in April. That's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. I'll respect it, and I would love to have a football conversation with you about it. But this is my rebuttal to your point is fine, you cut Jimmy. Let's say, John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan and Jed York are sitting by Jimmy's locker when he walks in to clean out his locker, and they say, Jimmy, we need to have a talk with you in Kyle's office. And they explain to him that in April, he will no longer be the quarterback of this franchise. That's fine. Well, who are you going to bring in? Who are you going to bring in that's ready to take the team to a championship next year? Tom Brady? Okay. Tom Brady. Okay, hold on. Jason said, if I hear that one more time, they need to go get Brady and drop Jimmy. I'm going to jail. Jason, I couldn't even tell you so much, bro. I get so irritated with the simple fact that Brady, I don't want to say Brady's through, But let's put it this way: who do you think has a higher ceiling, or I should say, more of a prime? Not a higher ceiling, but who has more of a prime? A 28-year-old or a 42-year-old? Let's be realistic here, people. Okay, we are not going to go. If John Lynch cuts Jimmy G cool, that's one thing. If he cuts Jimmy G cool to go get a 42, gonna be 43-year-old Tom Brady, he's an idiot. And John Lynch doesn't strike me as an idiot. Jimmy is going to be our quarterback next year. Now, after next year, we might have some conversations, depending on how next season goes. If he's still not seeing linebackers, if he's still staring down receivers, if he hasn't worked on his deep ball, if he's still giving up tips that he's about to throw his pass, which is why Chris Jones was able to knock down several of those passes, then we're going to have a different conversation. And we need to have a different conversation. But as of right now, I don't see any quarterback that will be available that could have got us to the Super Bowl. Or I won't even say got us to the Super Bowl. I don't see any quarterback that would have been the difference in that game. That's available right now for Lynch Shahan to go get. I personally don't. I don't see that happening. But it's time to lick our wounds. Y'all have to excuse my hair, but I of course tip off my hat to the Niners. I will never ever forget being there for the NFC Championship game. It was one of the happiest moments of my entire life, one of the coolest moments of my entire life. Just being there for my team when my team punched a ticket to the Super Bowl. That I can't imagine a home game that would be any better than that, unless they play another Super Bowl at Levi's and the Niners are in it. Other than that was the best, probably one of the best moments of my life. Jamie has a comment. So I don't get cutting Jimmy at all. How also people not realize he's got us to Super Bowl the first year starting? Yeah, I mean, of course, Jamie, I totally agree. I mean, they're not going to cut him. At least not this season. Now next season or the season after that, we might have some other conversations. But yeah, pretty much. Okay, so Jason, unless it's Rodgers, Wilson, or Mahomes, ain't no one worth it. Yeah, so I'm cool for Aaron Rodgers. Not that I don't think Aaron Rodgers is a good quarterback, but I'm not trading a 28-year-old quarterback for Aaron Rodgers. Mahomes, I mean, I think any team would take Mahomes right now, but he's not available. And the Seahawks aren't going to get rid of Russell Wilson, and I don't want his bitch ass on the team anyway. And they're damn sure not going to give him to us, a division rival. Yeah, okay, let's trade Russell Wilson to the division rival. So exactly, there's nobody that's going to be available that I'd rather see under quarterback, under center than number 10. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up right now. I would like to thank everybody for all their support during the 2019 season. I love all y'all. Of course, we will be continuing to do this show. We will not be taking a week off until my birthday week and the week of March 19th. So we got a couple weeks until we go ahead and take a break. So we have no more this date Niner history unless something pops up that I see that's pretty cool. But I again want to thank everybody for tuning in all season long. We really appreciate it. I'm heartbroken that we couldn't bring home number 6, but the quest continues. Hopefully end it next year. Just my dude is fun year. Keep it up. Jamie with a smile. I shall see y'all next week. Hope to see everybody join me. I hope that the show numbers don't go back down during the off season. But I shall see y'all next week. Till then, faith, love, and happiness. And always and forever, never forget, go Niners. Oh, yeah. Wait. I forgot this. We got to go with this. Join our Patreon's rewards program. For as little as $1 a month, you can get special perks like 10% off a Niner Faithful Radio shop, an invite to join myself on a segment of Niner Faithful Radio, and much, much more. Go ahead and visit www.patreon.com/Niner Faithful Radio. Go ahead and go to SeatGiant.com and use the promo code Niner Faithful Radio, all one word, to save on all theater, concert, and sporting event ticket purchases, as well as help out this show. That website again is SeatGiant.com, and that promo code is Niner Faithful Radio, all one word. Niner Faithful Radio is now on YouTube, and we are trying to monetize our channel. So to help with that, we've decided to do a contest where one lucky subscriber will not only win a ticket to a Niner game next season, or whenever we reach the results that we want, but you will also be able to come to Empire Row, the best tailgate in the league, hands down, bar none, just like William Floyd, and go to the Niner Museum. Awesome. Awesome. So all you have to do to be a winner is like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter and or Instagram. And the winner will be announced as soon as we reach 4,200 watch minutes and 1,200 subscribers. Shop Niner Faithful Radio Shop for officially licensed Niner gear from shop49ers.com, NFLshop.com, Fanatics.com, Target.com, eBay, and much more. Visit NinerFaithfulRadio.com/shop or like us on Facebook and Instagram at Niner Faithful Radio Shop and Twitter at Niner Faithful RS. Visit NinerFaithfulRadio.com to read all our blogs from Nothing But Niners and Sports Elite, as well as our game recaps done by Jamie and our feature post that we have coming out soon, as well as see our sponsorship and advertising packages as well. If you're listening to us as a podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, Google Play Music, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Blueberry, TuneIn, or Castbox, please leave a review, rate, and subscribe. It really helps out the show. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe and hit that bell to make sure you don't miss a single video. Also, give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment and let us know what you thought about the show. Before we also get out of here, who do you think will have a bigger impact on the Super Bowl? Twitter, the choices, Jimmy G. Cool or Raheem Mostert. Twitter was 78% Jimmy G. Cool, 22% thought Raheem Mostert. On Facebook, 54% thought Jimmy, and 46% thought Raheem the Dream. To participate in our weekly poll for prizes, each week on Facebook and Twitter, we have a weekly poll question, or all you have to do is like or follow and vote. That is it for this week. I promise this time. I shall see y'all next week. Till then, faith, love, and happiness. Go Niners. Say it, go Niners, Alicia. Whatever, hater.